It's all about.
Did
the
you ever
money.
think about like how far, like how removed people are from like nature now? Like all of our medicine is synthetic. We make natural medicine illegal or hard for people to get. Like how fucking stupid is that?
Right. All our
Because
even the food we drink is all like
Yeah.
filled with pesticides and GMOs and
Yeah, preservatives. All
yeah,
that
that's
shit.
fucked up. And we're not made to be eating that shit or
fuck
drinking that
no.
shit.
We're eating half real food mixed with
We
half
should go
whatever the
fucking
fuck it is.
slay a cow and chop them up and cook them over
Dude,
a fire and eat them right there.
I know people who buy like half a cow and they'll just use that meat for a year, or people who go deer hunting.
Right.
Like Uncle Bob, dude, fucking
Fill their
venison
freezer.
is so goddamn good. You like venison?
Matters how they cook it. Matters how they do
Yeah.
like jerky venison's pretty good. Like venison burgers, I didn't.
Oh yes, that seems.
I'm not
it just
a fan
seems like
of.
a mash of I
Right.
don't think I would like that either. But I like his back straps that Uncle Bob does. Where he marinates them in that Merlot. Dude.
Dude,
Oh
right.
my god, that with like the spices you put on there. So good.
I went to my buddies. He lives in Romeo, and his dad's a firefighter there. And I guess someone hit a deer out there. Like the police came, and they like just offered it to the firefighters. Like, who wants it?
Right.
So I walked in this kid's garage, and he has a fucking dose in there. And I think he's got like a broken neck, like a broken leg. And his dad's like, "You want some backstrap?" And I was like, "It's from that deer out there." He's like, "Yeah."
Fuck yeah.
And then he fucking wrapped it in bacon and like put it on the grill.
Dude.
Oh my god.
Now see if you, I wonder what venison in like a slow cooker would be. Like the one my brother has. There's that steam.
That's a pressure cooker.
A pressure cooker. Yeah. It'd be really tender, but if you did like that, like a venison roast wrapped in bacon, where that bacon just melts into it. Oh man, probably be pretty good.
Yeah, fuck yeah. That's why I like food, because you can experiment
Yeah.
it. You can experiment with that shit.
It's weird how much
You can do anything with it. But I feel like being good at food is like you gotta be good with like spices.
Yeah,
Like a little bit of this, a lot of this,
right.
a
Just
little bit of this.
because even just like
pinch
a
of
little
this.
bit more
Seasoning,
can add a
right.
way different flavor. Just a little bit less can add just a little bit
Like,
less
right.
flavor if it's not so dominant. But that's how you just do it over time. You figure out what
Like,
works best.
like 2 teaspoons of garlic powder versus 2 tablespoons.
Yeah.
Like it could definitely skew the
Yeah.
flavor, but
So sometimes if you're just shaking it in there, you're like, it looks like enough, and you mix it up. You're like, that's too strong. Like if you make potatoes or something like that. Damn. Hell yeah.
I mean, even at the restaurant I used to work with, like we used to make pico de gallo in this big ass container, and like cilantro has a really really powerful taste, and you could tell when like someone put too much cilantro, like that flavor was just too dominant.
Sure. Yeah.
But yeah, 'cause, people don't like follow recipes, they like to do whatever the fuck they want. It's all good though.
So when you worked at the restaurant, did you guys have recipes that you had to follow, or was it just kind of, hey, we're just make it how you want to?
I worked there long enough where the point hit where I didn't need to know the recipe. Like I just knew it in my head. But when I was trained, like the dude trained me, like grab the recipe book, like make this. This is how it should be made.
Oh, actually, like a book back there.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
but and then you have like there was new employees that came in, then you had people like just had the general idea and just did what the fuck they want. This is how you do this. When it's like, no, measure that shit out.
Yeah, because you want to keep it consistent for the customers, I'd imagine.
Exactly.
They don't come in on a Tuesday and the burger tastes like this coming on a Friday and it tastes something different. Oh, well, where's my cheese?
Right. This doesn't taste right.
Yeah.
For sure.
That's probably where it helps to have like a head chef that's there every single day. Because like when I worked at the restaurant, it was
the head chef
was there every day.
He didn't do a goddamn thing. He was even the root of the problem. I'll tell you right now, that dude microwaves chicken like no other. Microwaves it.
Microwaves
I mean, like he would cook it off, but then like you cut into it and you're like, oh, it's not done all the way, so you throw it in the microwave. Right.
Damn.
That's fucked up.
I don't want to be paying $50 for microwave chicken.
That place is fucking expensive too. That's robbery.
Damn. Yeah.
And that's disgusting. Like no.
Yeah. There's a lot of safety that goes down.
If you pride yourself on being, everything's fresh.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Scratch kitchen, like you can't be pulling shit off like that.
Yeah.
That's some Applebee's shit. Ruby Tuesdays.
Damn.
You see TGI Fridays with endless apps, damn, or bottomless apps.
You just keep getting it.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Each app's like $10. Shit.
That's not bad.
I can go there and just fucking scarf down.
I'm trying to think of last time I was there. I don't even remember what appetizers we got.
I remember
they
said it was almost like sesame chicken, but it was like maybe some like Jack Daniel's sauce or something like that. And it was,
maybe the barbecue sauce was Jack Daniel's, right?
Or was what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
dude. It was
I know some like they do like their Worcestershire sauce with like Jack Daniel's or with like a liquor, and they're not liquor.
That shit
like
was
whiskey.
fucking delicious.
Famous Dave's does that, where they'll put some shit in their like bourbon barbecue sauce or something like that, or some sort of bourbon flavored. It's like, dude, poof, it's not bad. Taste a little bit of whiskey in your burger.
At that restaurant, we used to have to cure salmon. So like, we'd make a layer of brown sugar and like a salt mixture, and then put limes and lemons down, and then put the salmon. Then you would top it off with some citrus vodka. Ooh. And then you like let it sit in the cooler, and you would smoke it. And then I used to make like a dip out of it. Then they had the smoked salmon, put it in the blender with a bunch of other shit, and then like make like a dip.
Damn, a fish blended dip.
It was like a spread. It was like a spread that you put on.
It's almost like a
piece of
like
bread.
Tuna that you would just scoop up with like a chip or
something.
Okay.
Basically.
That was nice. I've never heard like a salmon spread like that.
A lot of people digged it.
Yeah, I mean it's probably.
And I wasn't a fan of salmon, but I went to a wedding like a month ago in Detroit, and they served filet and salmon, and dude, everything was like cooked perfectly.
Dude,
like, holy shit!
I love when you get like a piece of salmon and you bite into it and it just falls apart. Like that is a fucking cooked to the T piece of salmon.
That.
My brother doesn't think when I told him, I'm like, I think it tastes like chicken. He goes, nah. I'm like, but it does. Or maybe I'm thinking of frog legs. Frog legs taste a little bit like chicken. It's weird. Yeah, when I went to the restaurant, they had some extra, and I'm like, I'm gonna try it out.
Really?
It's weird because it's just the back, it's the hip, and then the legs. So it's really weird. Like, I don't know about that.
How do they manufacture that shit?
There's a farm somewhere where there's just a bunch of frogs.
How do you kill them?
Yeah, I don't know.
They probably say fucking just hold down and just.
Yeah, I don't know how they would do that unless they just. Yeah, I don't know. Freeze them maybe, and then they just chop off their back legs.
Freeze them? Because
it's maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
Gas
how else would you?
In a humane way. Who gives a shit about frogs or amphibians?
I don't know about that because then they would definitely transfer into the meat. I feel like if you gassed them. That's probably too expensive too. Just they probably just freeze them. I would think.
There's gotta be
or
a
drown
way.
them or something. But yeah, I mean the frog legs would be
drown
4 or 5, 6 inches long, fucking huge. People, we sold the shit out of those breaded frog legs.
What?
Oh my god, we sold the shit out of those.
That doesn't even sound good.
It tastes just like it's like eating the chicken wing. It's just the same process. You chew all the legs. And
if someone told you a chicken wing, it was a chicken wing, not a frog leg, you wouldn't even know.
I mean, if you took the meat off and put it separately outside the leg, I mean, I don't know. I thought it tasted enough like chicken to where I wouldn't have questioned it. I don't think. It was just one of those things like, all right, here I go. I'm gonna try out a frog leg, and I start eating it. Like, dude, this actually doesn't taste bad because it's breaded, and I don't know if they deep fry it. So maybe that's why. That's why I thought it tasted like. No, it still did taste like chicken. Even I had alligator when I was in South Carolina. A little chewy, a little gamey, but it's good. It was good. It was like popcorn, chicken, crocodile meat or alligator meat.
How much money do you think each alligator you could sell for? Because they use everything from the teeth.
Yeah, the leather.
Even from the head. You peel heads, see the fucking crocodile.
You ever see those videos where they kill those things? It's fucked up, man.
No, pull it up.
Dude, it's fucked.
I kind of want to see it.
They put a knife right into its spine and like paralyze it, and they just start filleting it and cutting its head off while the thing's just alive.
Oh, I don't want to see that. What?
Yeah, it was like a PETA thing. It was fucking gross, man. This may have been like an abused area where they were like they got caught for abuse, but I don't know if that's how it always is. Even like at least with cows, it just boom a pin in their skull and they're dead and they drop down. But I've seen videos in like France where it doesn't kill them on the first thing, and like they did because you're allowed to eat horse over there. It's called cheval, like their horse meat. And I remember we went to a restaurant and they had it was the weirdest thing. We walk into this restaurant, they have like a China hutch almost, like a big cabinet with glass windows, and they have all the meat hanging there. And they're like, you get to pick out what slab of meat you want. We'll cut off a slab for you, like a steak and this and that. We're like, what's this? And it says cheval. And they go, oh, that's horse meat.
We killed it this morning.
Yeah. They're like, what? They're allowed to force feed their ducks. So their duck breasts there. I remember I had one. Their duck breasts are fucking huge. It's like a 2.5 pound duck breast. One. I remember this thing was probably this big. I'm like, I don't even know how I'm going to cut it. Like, how the fuck am I going to cut this thing? It's like a thick meat, but it's so good. Everything I ate there, all their food is so fucking good.
Really?
All of it. I ate some nasty shit. Like, I ate bone marrow. I'm like,
what?
It looks like green jelly, so that you have a vertebrae. It looked like a vertebrae, like a U-shaped vertebrae, and then like in the middle, there was like bone marrow. It was like green. It kind of looked like jello-ish. Kind of had like a jello-y texture to it. And I'm like, I don't know about this, but just because in the spirit of being in France and being somewhere I'm not like ever gonna.
Fuck it.
Yeah, I'm like, so we put it on this bread. We scoop it up, put it on the bread, and I'm like eating it. I'm like, it's actually not bad. Like I'm not gonna eat a whole meal of this, but it's not bad. Bone fucking marrow, dude. Bone marrow. It was so gross, but it was good.
Uncle Bob was saying that when he was in China, he walked in a place and it was like an aquarium, basically. Like I had all kind of fish, in different tanks. And you walked up and you said, I want that fish. And the dude grabbed the fish, killed it, skinned it, threw it on the grill.
There. Damn. You ever
That's fresh though. That's fresh food.
Yeah, they probably just caught that. Like,
that morning.
Yeah.